Did you know that The Confessions by St. Augustine is a work that has captivated readers for centuries? Imagine a mix of biography, theology, and philosophy, all in one book. St. Augustine, a man of the 4th century, opened his mind and heart in these pages, narrating his transformation from a young man of excess to an influential Christian thinker. His sincerity and the depth of his reflections on human nature still impact today. It's not just a religious text, but an exploration of the human condition that challenges the reader to reflect on their own personal journey. It's said to be like one of those TV series you can't stop watching, but in literary form. Can you imagine reading the confessions of your own thoughts in a book from someone of the past? The appeal of this work not only lies in its content, but in its revolutionary structure. St. Augustine writes in a format we now recognize as an autobiography, but it was much more than that. For the standards of his time, and even ours, his way of interweaving prayers and doubts with the story of his life was innovative. Not only did talking about his youthful sins capture the attention of many, but also his tireless search for truth and understanding of God and the universe. This search for meaning, presented in such an introspective and visceral framework, makes every reader, at some point, identify with his confessions. It is perhaps this proximity and honesty that has kept it relevant and resonant, turning it into an eternal bestseller that still occupies the shelves of avid readers. Did you know that The Confessions marked the beginning of a new literary genre? With his story, St. Augustine not only influenced the religious sphere, but paved the way for future writers who would put their own introspections and moral dilemmas on paper. The anguish and redemption that St. Augustine experiences, describing in vivid detail his encounters with his own conscience, inspire those seeking to understand the deeper dilemmas of existence. This unique blend of spirituality and philosophy aligns with modern interests like self-discovery and authenticity. It's astonishing to see how this ancient book continues to resonate, foreshadowing contemporary concerns at a time when there were no networks or media. Beyond its incredible literary impact, The Confessions offer us a map towards self-realization and personal understanding. In a world where distractions are at hand's reach, St. Augustine, in his narrative, asks each reader if they truly know themselves and what they are doing to achieve their true aspirations. Each chapter acts almost like an episode of self-assessment, challenging readers to confront their own light and shadows. This need to explore our identity is one of the reasons why the text never loses its relevance. By proving that the journey to personal knowledge transcends eras, St. Augustine becomes a beacon of clarity and introspection, like an ancient counselor guiding wisely from the pages. It's incredible how we still draw lessons for modern life from his personal story.